What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, My Desire, and of course, Denny C23 in the building. And we are back again for
What's going
Reasonable
on?
Doubt. What's going on, partner? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. The weather is changing though. It's like a little chilly outside, and I thought I was ready, but I lied. I'm not.
Not ready, but it's
I'm not
okay though,
ready.
because you got good shows to watch, like Reasonable Doubt. 'Cause,
Facts.
man, I'm telling
Okay.
you. Listen, they doing their thing this season. I'm
They
here for
definitely
it.
are.
I'm here for it. I just want to say this episode to me just screams messy and drama filled. Okay, like everything is just so dirty. So
It's like it is because not one person stayed out of trouble this episode. So like definitely got to talk about that. So let's start off with your boy Lewis, who
uh yeah,
yeah
he might got a
man,
baby in the oven. Like my thing is with Lewis in this whole situation is you could have just mind your business, but no, you
but
couldn't. And
could
at the
he
same
though? Like he's an honorable guy who's already a dad who is he's trying to do right by his own standards that he imposed on himself, right? I was thinking the same thing you were thinking too though, because she was like, don't nobody want this baby besides me, which also I feel like it's mad selfish in a way. I don't even remember. I feel like she has kids already though. Like
she
so
does have children. That's how they know each other because his daughter is friends with her daughter.
boom, exactly. So to
Right.
me, it's like, what? I don't, yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off that soapbox onto another soapbox. Yeah. So Lewis, I think, just wants to be the good guy. He wants to be seen as the guy who does right. And I think that this is just one of those situations where his inner person is talking to him and he's like, nah, it doesn't sit right with me if I don't at least know the truth. My thing is, what happens if it's really his kid though? Like, or like,
My thing is, I feel like if it really is biologically his kid, him and Jax are done. However,
mm,
I do feel like Tony isn't gonna be like, okay, I'm going to get a paternity test for you. Like, dude, she said, leave it alone, leave it alone.
I think this is gonna get obviously it's gonna get messy before it gets cleaned up, and I do think
Right,
that he needs to come up with a game plan to tell Jax because she gonna lose her shit when she does find out, especially if she doesn't find out from him.
right,
I do think that just even if it doesn't turn out to be his, the fact that he wanted to know, first of all, both of them are messy boots, Jax and Lewis, because they both was messing with people, sexing people that they shouldn't have been sexing. Like for me,
right.
because like too close to home, man. Like just
Man,
nah.
he thought he was low. He was like, oh, everyone's doing it. Well, turns
No.
out everyone did get a turn, and now you don't know if that's your baby or JT's. So
Yeah.
it is what it
N-
is. You kind
Nasty
of.
business.
But
Nasty
my thing
business.
is, like his brother asked, why didn't you use a condom?
Listen, first of all, let's talk about the way that his brother like read him for filth. I was here for it. The whole listen, he said, what is her name in your phone? He said, Tony. He said, first of all, as soon as you
Right.
hang up the phone with me, you need to put something in that phone like Alan Dunny. I said, hey yo,
Yo,
listen,
that's a fact. That's a
sent
fact.
me. But he
Listen,
not lying though. He not
listen.
lying.
Brother was hip to the game, man, and that's why I respect the brother. Because at the end of the day, he's still gonna look out for his brother, even though
Facts.
he's here for all the drama. Though he said, "Keep me
Listen,
posted, though. How this work out for you?" Like,
you're right, because he was like, "Listen, I'm rooting for you and Jax, but I also like drama and mess. So like, let me know
right,
how this goes. Because
right,
seriously though, like, what's happening right now?" So I definitely like shout out to the brother who, even though has a small part, his part is super impactful, just because he brings a very light, like refreshing kind of
right.
character to the show. So yeah, um. I hope that the baby is not Lewis's, but I guess we can only wait and see. Um, yeah, just not the
So,
best at
yeah.
all.
So, my question is, when he Lewis hid the phone after Tony called him while sitting on the couch watching the interview, do you feel he should have turned his phone back over?
I feel like him turning his phone. First of all, Jax was missing all the signs, okay? Because if you sitting in front of me, you answered the phone, you're not even really letting the other person on the phone talk because we know how a conversation is supposed to go. He was like, yeah, oh, okay, cool. All right, I'll see you at work. Like this conversation was so trashy. He cannot be. He is just the world's worst cheater, the world's worst like keeping it together. And rephrase that. I'm sorry because he
He
wasn't
wasn't
cheating.
cheating.
They were on a break. So, but he's just the worst person when he's nervous. He
Right.
can't keep it together. That's not nobody you want to rob a bank with, okay? Because
All
he's
right.
gonna
He's
listen.
definitely not a person you want to rob the bank with.
He's
I can see
snitching.
that.
He's snitching
Yeah.
before the door even closed. He did it, okay? I'm just here as an accomplice.
No.
I don't even know why I was here. I think I got drugged. Like he's just gonna be the worst. So I do think that that's interesting, you know, because he turned the phone over. He made himself look super guilty. And here's my thing. I feel like Jax, once she does find out the truth, she's going to replay moments in her head where it's going to be like, oh, this is what that was. Oh, that's why you did this. And to me, I'm just like, damn, Lewis, you could have just, you know, keep it copacetic. Just stay
Right.
cool. You know what I'm saying? That's like driving behind somebody who sees the cops and they start slamming on their brakes, and you like, all you gotta do is take your foot off the gas.
Right. And that's a huge thing I feel that they work through in therapy, but now it's really like taking steps back because on Jax and it's like we're getting better, we're working because Lewis is so honest and Lewis is so this, and I don't ever have
Listen,
to
you
worry
see
about this. It's
exactly
like
all the little tidbits of like, oh, you're so
ah,
honest, oh, you're so open, oh, you're trustworthy. I'm like, she done said this like 17 times, bro.
and
That
now
one time, it's a wrap. It's
and
a
you're
wrap.
missing all the cues where you can't be honest with her. You're missing all the times where she's willing to hear you out. Because by the time she find out, it's gonna be worse.
It
And I
is.
hope she don't find out in the middle of this trial.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, because you know they messy.
they
You
messy.
know this giving drama. I told you
They
this.
really messy.
They really going downhill from here. Like I'm just saying, like it's only gonna get more messy before it continues to get better.
Listen, I hope that for Lewis's sake, the Swiffer comes out. Bless you, and we can
Thank you.
get the mess cleaned up before it gets too bad. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Because you
That
know
is
the Swiffer ain't
hilarious.
gonna clean up but so much.
That is hilarious, man. I'm not gonna lie, but
I'm just
let's
saying.
continue on. We gonna celebrate Lewis though, because he
Yeah.
did he did initially come up with the idea to get Spencer into art school. That was
Hmm.
amazing. So shout out to him. He's still a good dad. Hopefully, he's a good dad to this other kid too.
Oh
But
my gosh, not the other kid.
nah, nah. But all jokes aside, though, man, that is just really funny to me. Like to for one night stand to turn out to have this much control over your relationship is crazy.
That's bad for business, bro. Bad
Yeah,
for business. But like you said, he is a good dad. He did get
it is
Spence
good dad.
into Spence got himself into the art academy, art school,
Seriously,
right? But Lewis brought him the opportunity, and you
sure.
could see the excitement he shared with his dad, all of them together, which was really a nice moment. And I love that for them, despite even having Jax's feelings about not feeling included initially, they were able to work through it, and Spencer gets the opportunity at something new that allows him to be diverse, not only just in basketball, but also in arts and theater. So I'm happy for that.
Right, because they don't like us talking about the kids. Let's just move on from that.
Uh,
Shout out to Spencer. We're gonna keep it going.
now
they
people
said
keep it going.
they said, yeah, why you talking about them kids? I said, oh man, I didn't know we wasn't supposed to talk about their kids.
Mm-mm. You know how black people be. They be like, don't be talking about people kids.
You know what? You got it. But
But
go ahead. What you got?
I was just gonna say, let's get into Jax figuring it out, just like we started to figure it out because we trying to like, girl, who are you protecting? Especially, so here's the thing.
Right.
We are only figuring it out because of the vision that we saw with
Right.
Chanel, right? Where JC is on top of her, he's choking her, she's literally like blacking out, seeing bits and pieces of their life together. I think this is the accurate depiction of what actually went down. Therefore, meaning somebody came in and hit JT over the head. Now, the question is, who is it? Who do you think it is? And like, what are your thoughts?
It's definitely Adrian. Like it cannot be anyone else unless it's one of the kids, and I doubt it's one of the kids
No,
because right. And so it
they're
has to
not big
be.
enough.
And the thing that got me too is always with the story. I've always like in the back of my head was like, if he was choking you, where did you grab the thing from? Like, because as you've seen in the previous episodes, it gave us so many different scenarios that could have been the actual depiction, which I feel
Mm-hmm.
is the final one that they showed was the right one. Like he was choking her on the ground, like the placement of the body was like kind of accurate, you know. If he was had the guy flipped over, it makes sense.
Right.
Like she somebody had to tell her to take her clothes off, put them in the washer, because I know she ain't smart enough to do it by herself.
No, but also, why would you want to do that? Some of the thing I will say that some of the things that were told to do to her though incriminated her as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you got to think about it, like because they probably initially thought that was the way to go about it,
Yeah,
because she
that's
probably
true.
couldn't go through with it because one they probably just got up out of there after they told her everything to do, and then
Yeah, that's true.
you know what I mean.
That
So
seems something like Adrian would do though. And also I just don't know, but and for me, it's just very interesting again that Jax is starting to put two and two together. And she goes to have this conversation with Chanel, which turns into Chanel being the most disrespectful, ungrateful little shit.
yeah, well, we already know Chanel's selfish, man. Like her cousin almost lost her crib. Her husband lost his life. So I'm just saying, like, we don't. She don't care about nothing and nobody. You feel me?
These are
So
facts.
all I'm saying is, Chanel, you gotta pick your battles, and disrespecting your friends is not the one
It's
who
not
is
one
trying to
of
get you
them.
off for murder. At that is not one of the ones you should be trying to piss
Yeah,
off. I'm just saying,
I agree.
do better, sis. Do better.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I would definitely agree with that. And in this episode, actually, when you think about it, we don't really have a lot with Jax for real, for real. But what
right.
we do know is that Jax still doesn't know her lane when it comes to Corey. And so she actually challenges him, right?
Right.
On
Like at the courthouse, right?
at the
Really.
courthouse, but also remember she asked him, she's like, hey, if you need somebody to go over your opening statement, like and he immediately shuts her down.
Right.
And so as we slide into Corey, this leads into the conversation that he has with the boys, which is the partners, right?
Mhm.
They invite
Right.
him out for drinks and he's like, nah, I'm too busy. And then he says, you know what, never mind. How about we go to the cigar bar? No. And he takes them to, one of his frat brothers' cigar bars. He's having a conversation. Now, of course, we don't know what he says to the partners, but we
Right.
do know that it causes the partners to call Jax in the very next day and basically tell her to like chill out,
Right.
and
Let
to
her.
let Corey lead. I'm not gonna lie though, sometimes their language is mad inappropriate because her response to, maybe I should get some knee pads was crazy. I was like,
Yo, I'm
nah.
not gonna lie. That was definitely wild. That was definitely wild. I do feel that, phew, in their own way, they thought that was playful banter and to getting their
Yeah.
serious point across, but that was crazy.
Nah, it was
Not
definitely crazy and very cringe. Not gonna lie about that. But I also feel like Jax really does, and I feel like Corey has said it multiple times. So like, I'm the lead, I'm the first chair. You gave me the case, let me handle it. I can win it. And she's constantly butting in and causing issues, quite frankly. So I see why he would say what he said, but also, there's that unspoken code of black people stick together. This is a
yeah.
definition of
Well, listen. That code can only go but so far if you spit into my face every time I'm trying to talk to you as a person.
This
I
is
tried
true.
to talk to you in the office. I come to your house and try to talk to you. Your husband tried to get in my face. All right, cool. Keep it at work. You can say something again. Like, yo, listen, dude, you brought me here for a reason. Do you think I'm incompetent? Like, I need you to understand that I'm not. Like,
Hmm.
it's only but so much that you really could do. I still do believe, like, he, even though he says something to the partners, he tried to do it in the most tasteful way.
Hmm.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
agree
he
with
said
that.
anything that was like too detrimental, which is why they brought her in and was like, "Hey, just let him lead,"
Hmm.
type situation. You know what I mean?
I agree with
Versus,
that.
I feel the conversation could have been completely different because I feel like if they felt she was truly an issue, they would have got rid of her in some
Yeah.
type of capacity
I
or try
also
to
think that
blackball.
the boys are, do you, and this is a question for you, do you think that they're positioning him to be like to bring him in as whether
As a partner,
another
yeah,
lawyer? Yeah, the partner. Yeah.
yeah, I definitely do. I feel like they like his credentials. They like the fact that he's a man. On top of that, as we're not gonna blatantly just ignore the fact that they're sexist. You know, like it is what it
Yeah.
is. It's a boys' club, and he fits the profile for the type of
Hmm.
boys they let in. So I'm not too shocked by that,
Yeah,
to
not
be
at all. And
completely
of,
honest. And
of
it's
course.
just kind of hard for Jax. I feel bad for Jax because I'm like, the thing is though, you don't even got to be in the boys' club. You just got to be a team player, and they don't feel she is. But
Yeah.
that's because they got a boys' club, so it's kind of
Right.
hard
I was about to
to
say it's
see where you
kind of
fit
hard to
in.
play ball in the way that they want to play ball when she doesn't necessarily fit that narrative,
Right,
that that mold.
right. So there, that's double-edged sword there, man. So hopefully he could be her in too, though. You know,
I
like if they
mean,
do, like
well,
that'll be
we see that they have a conversation at the cigar club, right? Because Jax
mhm.
somehow figures out that's where they went. She goes, "Oh, this is the crime of the scene." Talking about her experience as far
The
as the
scene of the
partners bringing
crime.
her in. Yeah, and so um Corey says, "What? I merely told them what actually was true, which is that you." I've asked you multiple times again and again, and you haven't obliged with allowing me to leave. So I just spoke the
Right,
truth.
that's a fact. And I ain't gonna hold you. I think Jax is like really hurt by that. But what choice did you leave, my man's? To be completely honest,
Yeah.
you wasn't listening because you think Jack's way is the only way. Damn, look at that! It's Lewis and Jax all over again. Just work,
Mm,
work,
that's
Lewis.
actually true. That's a very good point. That's a very good point, partner.
Hmm. Listen, she wasn't applying this to all areas of relationships. Just no, let me stop.
Well,
Uh,
she does need to apply it. You're right. She needs to apply it to every aspect. And I think that, I wonder what she was talking to her therapist about, because maybe she didn't have somebody challenging her either, like Corey does too. So I think that
right,
now that he's kind of in her realm, as
right,
far as being within that same, space versus her just having to answer to the partners. But as long as she won her case, nobody was caring, right? So
right,
nobody needed to step in and be present in her space. But now that Corey is in her space and he's challenging her, it's completely different. She does need to put to
right.
use what she's been doing with Lewis. She needs to put that to use with Corey.
Yeah, that's right for the most part. I
Yeah.
don't know because they both scare me. Jax and Corey, that they can't be together.
No, absolutely not.
They scare me. I'm not gonna
Absolutely
lie.
not. I
Uh,
think they're very much cut from the same cloth. But
I
I'd love
agree.
to see this character that Warren Chestnut is playing, because it's a more flexible, more kinder role than we've seen him in before. Not to say that he hasn't had it, but I think that it's just been done in a more assholish way. This is more
Uh,
subtle kind of thing. What are your thoughts?
got you. I still feel people see like the assholeish side of him, but I do feel it comes from more of a genuine place in this character.
Mm,
Like he has to show up as an asshole unless he's gonna be a pushover compared to these other people.
that's true.
So I don't know. Well, I feel like hey, people only assholes when they have to be.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Well, let's get to the biggest asshole of all, Chanel, right? Because
I knew it, but no, that's funny. Nah,
she's
I'm not gonna
quite,
lie. She's a bug out. Um,
yeah,
Adrian, I don't know what you did to this woman, but whatever you did, you did it well, brother. Because you, I don't know. Maybe she must really feel like he saved her. Because that's what she said. She said Adrian saved me.
yeah. I mean, because we're still waiting to find out if Adrian was the one who actually killed JT. When then in that theory, yes, he did save her.
Wow. Like, what did he save you from? When did he save you? Like, what? Chanel, let me know. Because coming at Jax's integrity was crazy. Acting like she hiding something is even crazier because it's like, what? Then we got
Yeah,
Evan, like, coming to talk to her. As we know, like, Adrian and Evan was going back and forth with the threats, trying to make it seem like one had more leverage over the other, but in all actuality, it looked like Evan the one who dropped the hammer first. What you think
yeah.
about that? Like him going to Chanel and telling her the truth about everything that was going on. Like,
Listen, he played his hand because, like he said, I didn't like the tables being turned, so he needed to go and even some things out, and that he did for sure. Because I can only imagine that Chanel is feeling betrayed and so many other things right now when it comes to Adrian. And what's to say what's going to happen with that money now? Because was that money actually like JT's, or like whose money is it? Why do they owe such an egregious amount of money to begin with, which is crazy to me.
yeah,
But
that,
yeah, I'm not a fan. I think Chanel was, again, like we said, previously in the last episode, just her deflection, talking about how Jax doesn't like women, and she probably would have vouched for her to stay with JT. It's
right.
crazy. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care if your back is against the wall. If you choose to slander and come at my character like that after we've been in a friendship for umpteen many years, because you feel like it's, I don't even know what the feeling is, like, nah, we're gonna have to rethink this friendship after all this is said and done, because that's crazy to
But
me.
hurt people, so she's still hurt.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
the fact that you came at her man while she's already hurting, she felt like she needed to take a step back, man. Maybe. Who knows? But I wonder, like, is it still her man? Like, is she gonna stick beside him after what she's been told? Like,
This is Chanel we're talking about here. Come on now. You know the answer to this question. It's a no. I feel like she's not going to stick by him in the least bit. She's going to try to save herself, which, especially if he's the one who murdered JT, rightfully, I would do the same thing too. And I think that
oh,
because she's been playing this back and forth, it's not to her benefit, because remember, the only reason that Evan went to see her was because Jax went to see him.
mm,
So
mm.
the mess is
I
that it's
mean,
getting closer to him, rightfully so, because he's part of the reason that JT is dead, part of the reason why Adrian owes so much money. Like, we don't know the ins and outs, but
well,
we do
I don't
know
think he's
that.
part of the reason that JT did, but he's definitely the part of the reason why JT money went missing into
Hmm.
another account, and it looked real suspect.
It does look real
Thirty
suspect
million
for sure.
dollars is a lot of money to just be shifting around,
Yeah.
you know. So, oof, man, how sticky you get? How much more sticky can it get? That's what
I
I
don't
really
know.
want.
I feel like it can just really get. I feel like for me, Chanel is gonna. She has to make a tough decision. If it is Adrian, in fact, right? Are you now going to change your story and say that it's Adrian? Are you going to continue to protect him? Because really and truly, like, you cannot be that stupid. I mean, just for me personally, but also, does Adrian actually really love her? Because the way that he was bucking up on Evan,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Like, it's mad mixed emotions here. I feel like it started off one way, and then he's actually started to catch feelings.
Yeah,
But
I agree with
he
that.
he he's like kind of in denial about the fact that he's really caught feelings a little bit. I feel like. However, however, we do see Adrian reach out to Jax and invite her to Chanel's house. One, why you invite her to this crime scene?
Right.
That's a red flag.
Facts.
Red
Definitely
flag.
red flag.
Red flag. Jax almost told Daniel not to come with her. Red, what is wrong with you?
Girl, you
What is
just
wrong
got
with
kidnapped
you?
and almost
Just
murdered.
got
You need
no.
somebody.
Listen, listen. Did you not learn anything from season 1? No.
Come on,
Okay.
like seriously.
Nothing. Nothing's learned. Okay. You just gonna keep making the same mistakes over again. You acting like a white girl. I'm sorry, Jax. You're bugging. You're bugging. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shocked to see Adrian with a gun.
Well, I wasn't because remember he talked to Evan. He said, "Don't make me kill another friend,"
Hmm. He did
which
say that.
again leads me to believe that that's why he's the one that killed JT.
Hmm. So what if Chanel's protecting Evan?
No, Chanel will be protecting Adrian because Adrian said to Evan, "Don't let me kill another. Don't make me kill another friend."
Oh.
So I think that it's Adrian who killed
Adrian
him, and
killed him.
then
And
Evan just helps him
Evan.
clean it up. That's what he's holding over his head because he knows.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. And the 30 million is probably with the shush money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And Adrian was like, yeah, we're gonna take JT money and use that. That's crazy. Oh
Because
wow.
why not? He don't need
He
it. He
came full
dead.
circle. He definitely he don't need it. He dead is crazy. Like he stolen watches, man. I don't think those jewelry was fake still to this day. I don't think that jewelry was fake. I think he just gonna have put it to the side, you know.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Which, if he
He already
did,
took his wife, why he take everything else?
but listen, if he did, that's an amazing kind of. It switches the dynamic because if you said you helped sell the watches and the watches are real, but you said that they were fake, and now we find them in your house, that kind of not real motive, but still motive enough to make us look at you weird.
Well, I'm pretty sure he got rid of him. Like he sold them or something. Like I don't think he kept him. If he kept him, he's stupid. We're
He
gonna
might
find
have.
out, though, man. Let us know what y'all think, man. How y'all think that conversation gonna go with Jackson and Adrian, man? Let us know. What you think Chanel gonna do? Put it in the
Yeah.
comments below.
Put it in the comments below. Tell us your thought. Is that baby, is Tony's baby Lewis's or nah? Because, ooh, child, I just can't wait to the next episode. I'm on the edge of my seat. I got my popcorn ready. So they need to hurry, hurry, hurry because this is a mess. This is the
Listen,
messiest
man.
of the
I told
mess.
you, drama, 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 man. All rest of the season, man. I'm here for it. Answer all
I
the
agree with
questions.
you.
Answer it.
I agree
Let's
with
see.
you.
Is Morris gonna get a new love interest? That's what I want to know because he definitely looked good at the last spot. Like,
That's true.
because that interview really went left, and now I'm mad. Like, why they got to do my man's like that?
They definitely did. I would like to see him have a love interest because I think that having more than one person in the storyline with a love interest is a good thing, right? Because we have Sally and her husband, who right now the husband's still sleeping on the couch, I guess, because she didn't put the house up. You know,
Listen,
you got Jackson
Sally and
Lewis.
soon to be ex-husband. Okay.
Damn, you think they're gonna get
Soon-
divorced in this season or separated at the least?
she put the house up as collateral, and the bitch ran away.
Yeah,
She ran away. She didn't miss.
this
She
is
ran
true.
away. She didn't oversleep. She ran away.
Yeah, very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Well, guys, let us know your thoughts. What would you like to happen? Are you excited for the rest of the season? And you know where to find us right here after the episode drops on Hulu on Thursdays. Until next time, peace, y'all.